joined by my classmate Olive Nakaboe, who has been focusing on schizoid personality disorder as part of her mental health studies. In fact, I'm sure that our mental health studies. She spent quite a lot of time learning how this condition affects people's relationships, emotions, and daily life, and now she will help us understand in a very clear and human way. Thank you so much, Olive, for being here and for agreeing to share your knowledge with us today.
Hello. How are you, Kita? Good to see you. Hope everything is fine. Happy to be here with you.
Thank you
Yeah.
so much. Thank you so much for agreeing to be here. I'll just straight away start. In your own words, what do you understand by schizoid personality disorder?
This is this we can term it as a long-term pattern where a person prefers to stay alone, prefers her own space, doesn't like close relationships or relating with people. And even in relationships, she or he doesn't give in so much. He prefers his own space. However, it is not harmful. If it's not harmful, because everything stays normal, but he prefers his own space.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So, what are two or three main signs of schizoid personality disorder, if you can explain?
First of all, he or she likes being alone almost all the time, does not want close relationships, no romantic relationships, poor intimacy, and like emotionally, he or she is too distant. He or she likes being alone most of the time.
Must be hard if they get married.
No, because but to some extent, if someone is not harmful, it is okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll dig on this further. How would you explain the difference between being introvert and having a schizoid personality disorder?
Yeah, this is where most of the people go wrong. They
Mm-hmm.
confuse an introvert and a
Mm-hmm.
client, someone with a schizoid personality. Because I, for one, I think I'm an introvert. Introverts, in terms of relating with others, they relate, though with a very few, like they limit.
Mm-hmm.
They limit friendships. They limit um they their relating with other people is limited. Actually, they also enjoy their own space, but it is limited. Yet with a schizoid personality, this one completely does not like close friendships. He or she likes his own space most of the time.
Mm-hmm.
With an introvert, they have families, but a schizoid person, they even don't want to date. They don't go into intimacy. Actually,
No, no romance, no sex, no fun.
nothing. They have no close, they emotionally they are down. However, an introvert is emotionally active,
Mm-hmm.
but schizoid, he or she is emotionally down totally.
Oh.
Yeah.
So that means people with schizoid personality they prefer to be alone. So how does being
So much.
ah so what might they look like in school or work or in family life?
Yeah, in terms of school, I would say in terms of, because at school you are expected to do work, you team up to do activities. Person with a schizoid personality with school, they'll never show up. Being that we are seeing that they want to be alone, so they are poor in relating, poor in class activities, they don't participate, they like being in their own space. So it is hard to relate with them in school.
Mm-hmm.
They show less interest in activities. Let it be coursework, let it be group work, they do not participate, being that
So
they
they
want
kind
to
of
be
show no
alone.
participation in any teamwork or group work.
Yes, and even in families, they like
Hmm.
their own space. You never see them in family groups, family activities. If it's in a room, they'll lock themselves in that room. They prefer their own space.
Very difficult. All
Yeah.
right, let's move further. Why might family or friends see someone with this order as cold or not caring?
I beg your pardon?
Why might friends or family see someone with this order as cold or not caring person?
Why might?
Yeah, why? See, when you're saying they're cold and they don't interact, so I believe people must be looking at them as a very cold person and not a caring person.
I think it's because of lack of awareness.
Mm-hmm.
Because when we were in community, you tend to appreciate people the way they are.
Mm-hmm.
As long as they are not scary, because you one can be concerned if someone bothers you. But if someone does her own work, only that if it's teamwork, then the problem would come in. Because if we are given work in class and I do not participate fully, then that is a problem. But if someone does her own work, submit work in time, does not beat people, I think if it's not harmful, I think someone should be left alone. Because people have different ways of relating and managing their own cases.
Yeah, I think we need more awareness so that we can identify that
Yeah,
this person
yeah,
is not
yeah,
cold. It's one of the
exactly.
disorders or yeah,
Exactly.
yeah.
Because someone can be like, if I haven't taken anyone's thing,
Mm-hmm.
if I haven't beaten up, if I'm not aggressive, if then someone you should leave someone in her own space.
Okay, what is one key, if you can explain, key difference uh, between schizoid personality disorder and avoidant personality disorder?
In avoidant personality disorder, in simpler terms, I would say this person, I would relate it with relationships. With avoidant, this person actually wants relationships, but he or she is scared of
Mm-hmm.
being dropped, hurted, left alone, heartbroken. That's why she or he gives in less or goes there, but one leg is there, the other one is out because she has fear, doesn't
Okay.
give in her whole, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then
Yeah.
with schizoid, we see that this person totally does not want to relate. So
Mm.
avoidant is more of like, in terms of relationships, they would match with an introvert. Because even an introvert gives in for relationships to some extent. And then the avoidant would go in, though has fear of the outcomes. But the schizoid, he will not. He will not. He will not bother.
Can you also explain one clear difference between schizoid personality disorder and autism spectrum?
Actually, there are usually clear difficulties in communication and understanding rules from childhood, plus the things like strong routines or special interests. And then in schizoid personality, the social skills can be okay,
Mm-hmm.
but the person simply prefers distance and has low desire for connections. So
Mm.
schizoid is the total opposite of the autism.
Autism. I
Yeah,
get that.
yeah.
Thank you. Moving forward, at what age or stage of life can schizoid personality traits start to appear?
It is normally ruled out or diagnosed at a teenage age,
Mhm.
though traits say it starts appearing in late childhood or teenage years and usually become clearer at early adulthood stage. So when the kid is just merely a child, an infant, it's hard.
Mhm.
But when they are turning to be teenagers, that's when we start seeing and appreciating. You start observing the child,
Mhm.
keeps away from the relatives, the siblings, always enjoying his or her own space. When families come home, he or she does not want to relate. So with those signs, you start connecting and maybe with the help of the physician or doctors or
Mhm.
mental health service, the people who give service, that's when they can really confirm that
I've
maybe the
even
child has schizoid or autism or
Mm.
yeah.
I have even heard that schizoid personality disorder is often missed or misdiagnosed. Is it true? You
Yeah,
think?
because if we are to go back, like we said, it is misdiagnosed being because basically I can be an introvert and being that both of them have the same signs. So one can think I have schizoid, yet I'm an introvert. But
Mm-hmm.
because the signs almost are the same. So
Mm-hmm.
one has to take some good time to observe these two characters in order to make a clear diagnosis.
Hmm. Why might many people with schizoid personality disorder not actively look for help on their own? Like they don't know it's a disorder, and but it's also seen that they don't even look actively for a help for on their own.
Because they are comfortable in their own zone.
Oh.
They feel they are not harming anyone.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. They feel that whatever they are doing, they are comfortable, they are not harming anyone. So they are comfortable in their own zone.
So what
However,
kind of yeah.
for us who stay with them, or say like I'm a mother to such a case, I get bothered. But my child is in a comfortable zone. He or she feels that it's normal. So that's
Mm-hmm.
why they don't seek for help.
Oh, so what kind of a therapy or support can be helpful for this kind of a person who has this disorder?
I think we can use a supportive talk therapy.
Mm-hmm.
This can help you understand them well. Now, like we are talking here,
Mm-hmm.
you initiate them into conversations one on one. You get to understand what they enjoy, what they like, what they don't like. So through doing that, you get to know more about this person, and from through this conversation, you get to see what you can do, the right management for this person instead of running into diagnosis and mismanaging. Yeah, because they are open to conversations. It's not that
Mm-hmm.
they don't want to talk. They are open to conversations, and if they are given enough time, they can explain.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So it's easier not to run into early diagnosis. It's easier to go into talk therapy so that at least you get to hear their side.
I see. That's a good
Yeah.
one. And how might it feel for a family member to live with someone who prefers to be alone and does not show any emotion for anything in the family or everyday life? Like,
I can you rephrase that question? How does it?
How does it feel for a family? Like if you have a schizoid personality disorder child in your house or as your partner or a sibling. So I'm asking, how does it feel for a family member?
Mhm. Yeah, of course. Rejection hurts.
Mhm,
Because say like you have your brother
mhm,
and this person doesn't has nothing to do with family. Family comes, relative come, you have a party home, weekends, and he or she does not want. It really feels bad. It really feels bad. It puts like you feel like you're rejecting him, yet the person you feel like oh she does not even feel it. So there is a way it creates tension amongst people. You
mhm.
feel like you're not doing enough for this person, right? So mentally, it brings instability, like it brings instability amongst people. Like you feel like you're rejecting this other person. Yet the person you feel like you're rejecting is not even bothered because they are emotionally broken. So it stays on you, like you get even depressed. Why is my son, why is my brother doing this? Not
Mhm.
until you go into management with skilled people. But then when you get to learn about this kind of condition, you tend to appreciate his ways. And then it doesn't then bother you again because you get to know, oh, this is him. Because in life we are not perfect and everyone has your own weakness. But then when you get to learn about his weakness or her weakness, you learn how to manage her or him accordingly so that it doesn't bother you so much. Yeah.
My this question was like, you almost answer like, I wanted to know what can family or friends do to that is more helpful to change the person.
Yeah, I think it is engaging him with communities with
Yeah.
such people.
Mhm,
When you do research, you get to know maybe there is a certain hospital that deals with this kind of people. You engage him there instead of leaving him alone. However, it is all appreciating someone the way he or she is, as long as he's not harmful,
mhm,
so that you don't enforce so much on him. I know there are those families, they even keep pushing. Why are you behaving like this? Why are you isolating yourself? But this kind of person you're pushing has a disorder already. So the family itself has to first learn how to manage this kind of person so that he or she is managed properly. Because if he's pushed so much, at the end, he can be harmful.
mhm.
Yeah, so the family itself has to be involved in the therapy so that they know how.
How to handle or take care of such person in the family.
Mhm.
Learning is very important. So if I ask you now, how this learning about schizoid personality disorder has changed you and how you look at people who like to spend a lot of time alone.
Yeah, to be sincere, this kind of learning, it has taught me so many things.
Mhm,
And i- to like, I first learned from myself. Because maybe at first I thought I had a problem. Because I, for one, I'm not a, I'm not friendly. Like I don't like so much communities around me. I
mhm,
don't like making many friends. I enjoy my own space. And I'm not complaining if I'm in my own space, but I don't like so many gatherings. However, emotionally, I am strong. I am not broken because I am seeing someone. So it has helped me differentiate being that, and now I know I'm an introvert. But at first, I thought I had a disorder. So with this kind of teaching, I can now differentiate
yeah,
between a person with an introvert and a person with a schizoid
schizoid
personality
personality.
disorder.
Definitely, this is a very helpful study, and I absolutely enjoyed studying this. And I'm very glad I got a chance to understand about this order more from you.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for joining me today and sharing your insights on this schizoid personality disorder. Your explanations have actually helped make this topic easier to understand, and it reminds us how important it is to look at people with empathy and
Yeah.
respect. I hope this conversation encourages everyone watching to keep learning about mental health and to be more kind and open minded in their everyday lives. Thanks to our audience for listening, and we will see you again in next episode. Thank you
Thank
so
you
much,
so much
Praveen.
for your
God
time.
bless
I hope
you.
to see you again.
Have a
Thank
wonderful
you.
rest of